All right, hello. I'm Will Guthrie with Vet Talk, brought to you by Home and Howe Funeral Home and AAA Plumbing. Today, I have Freddie Brock with me. He is the president of the AUSA Fort Leonard Wood chapter. Mid-Missouri chapter. To talk to us about a program we have coming up on May 18th at the Wallace Building here in Lebanon. What about that program you got to talk about, Freddie?
So we have... So in 1919, the Missouri legislature, General Assembly, passed an act, and it recognized Spanish-American War and World War I veterans. And then over the years, it now recognizes World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Desert Shield, Desert Storm, Operation Iraqi Freedom, and Operation Enduring Freedom. So we are having the first ceremony in this area come Monday, 9 a.m. at the Wallace Building, where we'll have 25 veterans or their families receiving the Missouri War medallions.
So I know one individual personally who's receiving it on behalf of his father for the World War I medal. Now, there's some pretty interesting stories some of these vets have from their time of service, correct?
There is, and what I love about this is you start talking to the veterans, you hear their stories. Mm-hmm. That maybe they didn't tell their families, but to a fellow veteran, as you know. So World War I, Bassett, Marvin Bassett came into the Hughes Community Center, and we were set up there last month. And so he was coming in to fill out the paperwork he's a Vietnam veteran. And he said, oh, by the way, my dad was a World War I veteran, Homer Bassett. So we have his paperwork, and Marvin will receive his dad's award next Monday. The medal itself is over 100 years old.
Yeah, I know they stopped making them quite a long time ago. So what they have now is all they have.
Correct.
I know the program director for the War Medallion program it's been a long time since he's given a World War I.
Correct.
Out.
You have two gentlemen up there, two retired Missouri National Guard. Scott Miller is the director, supervisor, and then Nathan Wild works in there with him. And I've been working with Nate and Scott for the last 3 months. I met Scott. He was set up down in Veterans Week in Branson back in November.
Okay.
And I said, who do you have in the Fort Leonard Wood, mid-Missouri area? And he says, nobody, because the office wasn't that big. So it was just, we took it on our chapter took it on, AUSA, our chapter took that on. And then we're averaging maybe 40 or 50 applications sending up to Jeff City monthly for them. I think Nate just told me they just hit their first 200 application month, and we have 41% of those coming from our area here, because we have a huge veteran population here, as you know. So we look forward to the World War I. We have one veteran who served Vietnam, Desert Shield, Desert Storm, Iraq, and Afghanistan. Another veteran who will be recognized, his family will be recognized. He served World War II, Korea, Vietnam.
Oh, wow. So
we're kind of spread out, some multiple medals, others just for Vietnam, Desert Shield, Desert Storm, Iraq, Afghanistan.
So, and if you look, this medal right here in front of us, that's the World War I medal there. That's be going to Marvin and on behalf of his father. And then from left to right, we have the medals for the wars spanning from World War II the whole way up to our most recent in Afghanistan.
Correct. Yeah.
So what do they get? They get the medal.
So with each application, you get the medal. The medal comes with a medallion, as you can see. You'll get a letter from the Missouri two-star general, the TAG, the adjutant general. You'll get a letter from the governor, and you get a letter from the Secretary of State.
Okay, so something to remember lost loved ones or remember their time of service for those still with us. Something to hang on the wall.
You know, when we run into veterans who say, "I don't need another medal. I don't need anything," and I try to listen, it's not for you. It's for your family.
Yeah.
This is legacy. As I tell people, I have my father's, I have his certificates from his Bronze Stars and his other medals, but the the medals themselves were lost way before he passed away.
Well, I heard you. We were at the senior center up in St. Robert, Waynesville area. When I heard you say something similar to that, because I didn't apply for mine for a long time, and I remember you saying it's for the family and that. So I actually applied for mine,
right?
And I'll be getting that. But like you said, it's for them to, years after I'm gone, they can look back at that, and it's just something.
Look at, when you look at Marvin. Marvin can tell his dad's story.
Yeah.
And then Marvin will pass it down to his family, and they'll be able to tell Marvin's story and Homer's story, and we'll be able to pass ours down to our children, and they'll tell our story one day.
So I'm going to take a minute with the program that we have coming up. Again, 9 a.m., Wallace Building, May 18th.
Right.
We have some sponsors for that program that I'd love to highlight, because supporting our veterans in our community is really big for me and for what I do. It's huge for you and for what you do. White River Marine Group, G3 Boats, Home and How Funeral Home, RH Woodworks, Ozark Fiber, Legacy Lux Studio, Boattown Brewing, Ralph Pitts with Shelter Insurance, Veterans United, and Phoenix Home Care and Hospice. Huge thanks to all those sponsors of this program, supporting the community veterans, supporting programs like this, supporting Vet Talk and Lebanon Now, and getting this information out there. Huge thanks for AUSA for what they do for veterans all the time. So to those sponsors, deep thank you for supporting our little event we have coming up. And again, with AUSA for taking that mantle of being a representative for this program in the mid-Missouri area.
Yeah, it's great because just to hear the stories,
I love hearing the stories.
Yeah, as we spoke to the lady I spoke last night, the daughter, she tells me the story of her father where he joins the Army at 16. Mother signed for him to join, but told the Army he was 17, so he can come in a year early. First duty statement happens to be Schofield Barracks, Hawaii. So he wakes up that Sunday morning to start celebrating his birthday, and Sunday happened to be December 7th.
Oh, wow.
1941.
So he
spent his
17th birthday, the day of the bombing.
17th birthday, and there's pictures of him on a machine gun shooting at the Japanese airplanes as they come over.
I love hearing those stories, especially from that era. You have just a sense of patriotism and service that they had back then. Is humbling to consider, even your service and my service, just to be a part of that legacy. It's humbling, and it's like you said, it's always neat to hear the stories. After this ceremony you're going to have, there is a reception time afterwards.
There is, and that's what I appreciate on the sponsors. Coffee, tea, lemonade, light refreshments. Our goal is that not only the veterans come and pick up their medallions and their letters but they stay around and talk to each other. We saw that during our Vietnam penning ceremonies that we had here in Lebanon, where they haven't seen anybody or haven't seen their friends in years. The one we had up in Waynesville, there's 5 of them joined the Army at the same time. And that was the first time they were together in nearly 50 years.
I would not be surprised if somebody hears someone else's name and recognize that, and there's a connection made that's been lost for 20, 30, 40 years.
Oh, I agree with you. That was fascinating when we saw those 5 come together for the first time in 50 years. But this is just great because you put a bunch of like-minded people together, and they'll open up where they may not open up to you or I, even though we're veterans, but a like veteran, I call it, somebody from their era. They'll be able to, talk about, and that's what I'm hoping we're able to capture, with Lebanon Now being there, be able to capture some of those stories that we'll have forever.
Yeah. All right. Well, so 9 a.m., May 18th, that's next Monday. Join us at the Wallace Building. Watch out for some highlights from Lebanon Now posted on Facebook and other social media platforms, honoring our community veterans and honoring those who have given up so much for this country and even our small little community here in Lebanon.
And their families.
And their families.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us today, Freddie.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.